Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing great. Today I got a brand new video. We're going to go over provisional temps and building that model for those temps. I'm going to walk you through making the preps, pushing through that design, exporting, and then creating the model and getting that ready for print. So I really hope you've enjoyed these training videos I've been putting out. I just ask that you like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out, it helps me grow, it helps me reach other designers just like you. And if you can, share this video. Let's spread the knowledge. If you want to leave a comment down below and leave some feedback for me, that's fine with me. I'm all for feedback. So feel free to leave that comment. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's hop into Exocad. All right, in order to log this in, we're going to come to our tooth selection. And in this case, we're doing 6 through 11. So we'll start with 6. We will choose eggshell crown provisional, acrylic PMMA as a material, and then hit OK. And then we can hold shift, click 11, and that will copy all the way across. And for our milling purposes, we like to have our temps bridged. It just seems to be easier in the milling process. So we have digital impression. So now we just need to make sure we have an antagonist selected. So we'll click the lower tooth, hit antagonist here, and just hit OK. We don't have to have a shade, but if you feel like putting a shade, and then hit save. I've already got my scans loaded in, so I'll just hit design. So I'm going to start with the upper, lower. Okay. Make sure your orientation is correct. We're going to skip Smile Creator because we're not going to be using photos. This is where we define our crown tops for the provisionals. Just click on the tooth number that it's asking you to select. So we'll click number 6. And then you have this margin that pops up. And you can click these balls right here to refine the margin. So you want to make sure you check all sides just like that. I like to make sure I double check underneath because I always want to make sure that they're not under the contact tooth. So I tend to always come under and just move these over just a little bit like that, just so there's no interference. And then when you're done with that one, you would just hit apply and then next, and you'll go on to the next tooth. So this one is tooth number 7. Same thing, we'll click on the top. See right here, we will adjust this margin area. We'll check the buccal side. This can come down right here. We will make sure underneath again that we're not under the contact tooth in any way. So we'll move these over just a little bit. Okay. Apply. Next. Move on to the next one. Now in this step, we're going to make sure we have a good insertion direction. So since in this case I have them all bridged, I'm going to use the uniform insertion direction for the jaw. If you had individuals, then obviously you probably wouldn't click that. But I'm first going to make sure I am going straight down over the top to where everything seems like it will go on properly. And then for us, we have specific settings that we use. You can put in whatever y'all use, but for us, we're going to do 0.3. And then for the taper, we're going to do 3 degrees. And then whatever changes you make sure you hit update crown bottoms or it's not going to apply. We're going to design using the tooth library and then hit next. Now we come to the tooth placement step, and as you can see, now that we've done all of that, we have our prep stumps here. So now we just have to get our design done, So this guy has fairly squared off teeth here. So I like to use this G002 from our Grin collection 2024. And then we'll go ahead and put everything in place. I'll use Advance and the eyeball scale tool. It's always the best. And if you need to learn how to use the symmetry tool, which is what we are going to use, I do have a small video on that on the 5 tips and tricks in Exocad. Feel free to check that out. Now, this is for training purposes, so I'm not going for perfect. And as you can see, I'm just trying to line everything up to the margins. Okay, so that's close enough for this demonstration. So now we will hit next. And it's going to adapt to our temp provisional stumps. So as you can see on the inside, everything's prepped now. This is where we can make any minor adjustments, smooth out any imperfections. All right, once you're happy with your design, we will just hit next. You can do these if you need to, but this is going to be a bridge, so I'm not going to split up my contacts. We can skip this. In this situation, I'm just going to use the little plus sign here. Make sure we hit apply. So now our bridge is connected. I know we have the warning. It's saying it's too thin, but that's okay. It's no big deal. Then we'll hit next. Okay, so now we have our merged piece here. What we want to do is go ahead and export this. Save, export scene to mesh. And we will just put design, crowns, save. Yeah. Now that we have our design saved out, we're going to go to expert. And we're going to come down here. We're going to go all the way to the left and go back to provisional crown bottoms. And the idea here is to change this right here from using a tooth library to design without the tooth library. And then we'll hit OK. And then we're going to, instead of doing anything to the teeth, we're going to go straight to model alignment. For our model type, we're going to choose, in this case, plateless model with extra dies. And then we're going to position our scans for building the model. And then we'll hit OK. Now, before we go to plateless model design, we do want to make sure we extract our teeth that we're working on so that the only thing that is left are the die stumps. So we'll choose extract tooth, no copy, click, and it's gone. Extract another, no copy, click, it's gone. Extract another, same thing, all the way around. Now that that's done, we can go to plateless model design. We want to make sure we click this box here, toggle all teeth. So we'll check that, and then we want to make sure we click our teeth so that they turn blue. The provisional stumps, these are highlighted. It's very important. And then for us, we like to do 0.25 for the provisional stump gap. And then you can go to settings. You will probably have to check this box, ditch around die. For the ditch width, we typically use 0.15 millimeters. Ditch depth, we do the same, 0.15 millimeters. And once you have that, you can hit create model. Now, as you can see, your stumps show up into the model. Now, everything looks pretty good. The only thing personally I would change is this right here. So I would hit OK. Come down here, freeform model. Probably grab that smooth tool, turn the strength down a little bit, maybe the size, and just smooth that out like that. And then that's it. Just to kind of get it out of the way. This here is there. It may or may not print. If it does, just flake that off. No big deal. So we'll hit OK. Back to plateless model design. We'll go ahead and get our lower model built. So now the last thing we'll do is the model attachments. And then we can go to text, add our text, subscribe. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Make sure set position is on. Come to the model and click. And then we will add one to the bottom, add text, go to the menu, click the one you just made, click on the model and apply it. So once you've done that, you'll hit OK. And at this point, you're just going to go ahead and export the model. You don't have to go any further. You don't have to walk it out to save. You're just going to save out your model. So I will turn off the lower, just like before. Save, export scene to mesh, upper, prov for provisional. Yes. And then we will turn that off, export our lower prov. And also, let me point this out. As you can see, the dies have already exported for printing. So you don't have to do that individually, save, each die. That is done automatically. So change this back to lower prov, save. And that's it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you were able to learn something, take something from it so you can apply it to your designs. And again, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do that. It helps me grow and it helps me to continue to create these videos for you. It's all about you and serving you. And help me out, share the video. Let's spread the knowledge, spread the love. And don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. I try to read them all and I try to respond to them all. So just let me know what you think. I appreciate you hanging out and watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next design.
Full mouth hits, commander in the lab, make it smile legit. Then a tube TV where the craft get lit. From the grind to the polish, every